Good morning, this is Nikmatuni Ayah as Methodology Lecturer. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In this occasion, I would like to present to you the summary of my final project proposal under the title of Fixed Asset Accounting Treatment at PT XYZ in 2020. But first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Oktavia Khunhardianingrum from Accounting 3C number 19. I'm going to divide this presentation into 6 parts, which are background, problem definition, research objectives, research benefits, methodology, and the last literature review. And the reason why I choose this title is because in the Industrial Era 4.0, which prioritized the speed and the development of information, entities need to follow business developments to stay afloat. Therefore, business entities makes financial report as a form of management's responsibility for the company's performance in one period. Fixed assets are one of the important components in the preparing financial statements because they can affect the size of the total asset on the balance sheet, so that the entities must measure fixed asset with certainty to avoid errors in the income statement that can result in errors in decision making, both in the internal of the entity itself as well as the external parties involved, for example, investors. And what will be the main focus of this proposal is about how PT XYZ treat their fixed asset according to PSAK 16, which includes recognition, measurement, presentation and disclosure, and the application conformity with PSAK 16 itself. And the research objectives are knowing the recognition, measurement, presentation, and accounting disclosure of fixed asset in the financial statement by PT XYZ. And the second, knowing the suitability of the accounting treatment of fixed asset of PT XYZ against PSAK 16 concerning in fixed asset. This research is expected to increase knowledge, insight, and to implement financial accounting theory obtained during lectures, especially in the practice of recognizing, measuring, and presenting fixed asset. As addition to information and reading references related to recognition, measurement, and presentation of fixed asset in the financial reports, especially for the student of Semarang State Polytechnic in Accounting Department. Also, this research will be beneficial as material for consideration and input for PT XYZ in presenting fixed asset in the 2020 financial statements. And now I'm going to present to you about the methodology used in this final project. But first of all, we're going to define what is the methodology itself. Methodology is a derived word from the word method and logos. Method means a way and logos means science or mind. So if we sum it up, methodology is a way to do something by using science or mind carefully to achieve certain goals. Meanwhile, research is an activity to search, formulate, and analyze to report. The data used in this final project can be classified based on the search, that is, primary data and secondary data. Primary data is data source that directly provides data in the field, that is, by doing direct interview. And secondary data is data source that do not directly provide data to data collectors, that is, by the method, documents, and reports. And if the data is classified based on the type, we have qualitative data and quantitative data. Qualitative data is data in the form of words, schemes, and images. For example, the general description of the company and supporting data of fixed asset. And we also have quantitative data, that is data in the form of number or extrapolated qualities, for example, financial statements, depreciation assets, and etc. The writing method used in this final project is description and exposition. In the preparation of this final project, the description is used to explain the company profile, vision, mission, organizational structure, and job descriptions, while exposition is used to evaluate the suitability of the accounting treatment of fixed asset, which includes recognition, measurement, presentation, and disclosure of fixed asset. Next, let's move to the literature review. Based on PSAK Section 16 about fixed asset, they say that fixed assets are tangible assets that owned for use in the production or supply of goods or services, for rent to other parties, or for administrative purposes, and expected to be used for more than one period. And now, we're going to define how fixed assets should be treated based on PSAK 16. Fixed asset is only recognized if the entity will acquire economic benefits and the cost can be measured reliably. But how much can it be recognized? Fixed asset is measured at cost, including subsequent costs incurred to add, replace, and repair the assets. The presentation of fixed asset in the financial statement is presented at their carrying value and is disclosed in the notes of financial statements. To determine the carrying value of an asset, we have to pay attention on their depreciation. Depreciation is systematic allocation of depreciable amount of an asset over its useful life. There's two most common methods of depreciation expense, which are straight line and declining balance. In straight line methods, the depreciation expense is determined as asset cost minus residual value divided useful life of an asset. Meanwhile, in declining balance, the depreciation is 2 times depreciation percent times book's value. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention, and I'm sorry if there's any possible mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a nice day.